Shortly after the beginning of the recession, we got a chance to do the planning on Belgian Estates. Now, this site was interlaced with wetlands and wetland buffers, so there was a lot of restrictions. You'll notice we're now at the south corner of the site. There's the homes are, it looks like we could develop in that land, but we really couldn't because of the wetlands. And you'll see on the cul-de-sac how we're able to add so many more homes just by pulling back. And the plan itself started out as your typical kind of gridded subdivision, but these are estate lots. And you can imagine, just looking at the plan from the air, the sight distances of these homes. There's also a utility easement that cuts through this site. And you can almost see that cut through where the homes are separated here. If you can imagine a line going through there. On the ground, you'd never notice it. From the air, if I didn't tell you, you would never notice it. And that's what the beauty is of these planning methods. Uh, so it looks like there's a ton of open space we could have developed into, but between the wetlands and the wetland buffers, not really. The other thing is you could see by the tree line trail, you could sense where the trails are that goes along the wetlands. We didn't typically highlight the wetlands in a different color. That's what we would typically do on these presentations because on the ground you might not even notice it. It's just when they're really noticeable, we might give it a different color or different texture. On the site plans that we submit to the city in 2D, well, we always do that. And so what we wanted to do is create a neighborhood that really showed the depth, the areas. We were restricted to just a few areas of building pads. We try to maximize the site, minimize the pavement. But when we talk about estate lots, we want elegance. We want, you to drive through this neighborhood and it just feels elegant, with the meandering roads. The meandering walks also add scale. Each home is a facet of a curve. And these aren't huge lots, but they're not small lots. So they're really well scaled to the size of the home. Sometimes we have neighborhoods that just are simply too dense for the size of the home, even with the coving. It just feels squeezed. So this is scaled right. So the amount of space that we've got, it really plays in good scale to the homes. A lot of times, the lot sizes, well, we couldn't get any smaller lot sizes from the ordinance, but sometimes, we get a home this size and it just feels tight. Where this development, it feels right. And it's sized, it's scaled correctly. Um, again, we use typically a standard house when we don't know the builders. We just use a infill product. Uh, if we knew the builders, we would put their product in here. And this was done right at the end of the recession. So it was one of the first of the new era Ohio developments that we planned, and it came out really nice. We're really pleased with the way this came out. It's functional, it's beautiful, it's elegant, and it really serves the function that the city wanted with the large lot ordinances and what the developer and of course what the builders and the home buyers want. And that's why it's very important.